The true end for the underlings suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change their fate. So there's a way that even work can be fun. Sounds fake, but I'll tag along with you just in case. The underling will now fight alongside you. Wait, what the f? Didn't say anything about a boss battle. What's up, guys? We're back today with Bad End Theater, and last time I ended it with the hero's ending, true ending, I guess. But I felt weird because I felt like there should have been more text afterwards, almost like how we had with the Overlord's ending. So I went through and I found out you could reset the entire theater. I went through, found all the endings again, and got back to this one because I wanted to see if there was more text after it. So, of course, in an instant, the whole room is in flames. What kind of demonic magic is this? The underling pounds on the door, upset that it's been betrayed. You join it, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. The next moment, the Overlord has taken a hold of the underling. It's crying for mercy. Is she going to kill it as retribution? It continues to cry and makes excuses, but the Overlord does nothing. To your surprise, she lets it go. Are demons capable of mercy? You guess it doesn't matter now. You'll all burn together. Hero's true end. Yeah, I knew it. No matter the perspective, the true ending remains the same. That's what makes it true. You couldn't resist seeing it for yourself, though, could you? I wonder what will happen when you collect them all. Will you give in to despair, or... A letter flutters down from beyond the curtains. You found lost letter number 1. So I did miss something. I wonder what I must have accidentally hit skip. Okay. Which then leads us on to the maiden, who is a maiden expected to, or she's been told that she's going to get captured by demons and some hero's going to come save her. And she's bored of waiting for that destiny to happen, so she leaves a letter behind and sets out to go find the demons. When she stumbles across a random demon, she's going to introduce herself, and that demon's then going to take her to the Demon Lord. And then you're going to have a long chat with her about demons and humans, and you and the Demon Lord are going to end up having a small crush on each other. And then the hero's going to show up, and you're going to explain to the hero what's going on. After a long chat, or a kind of a short chat with the Demon Lord and the hero, you're going to decide to go back to the village and explain what's going on. And as you're leaving, you're going to overhear a few demons conspiring against the Demon Lord. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. You have to warn her. But the hero shakes his head. He says that if this is the true nature of the demons, the world is better off with less of them. This isn't right, you think. What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life? The demons have taken notice of you. It's now or never. You take off into the castle, and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. You burst into the Overlord's room, all your words spilling out at once. You should probably slow down, but there's no time. The Overlord seems to have followed your frantic explanation, but clearly doesn't understand the urgency of the situation. The underling you recognized from before barges in, calling you a liar. You're surprised they were a part of this evil plot. They seemed so nice. The other demons come in right after them, saying the whole thing was the first underling's idea. Everyone's shouting at each other now. It's really stressing you out. You are relieved when the Overlord demands silence. She threatens them with violence, and you think she is very Overlord-like in this moment. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the little one behind. You watch as it pounds on the door in distress. Have they locked you all in? You have a bad feeling about this. And thinking that must have jinxed it because now the room is engulfed in flames. If only you had ignored those demons before, you and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into this situation. If you had just pretended not to hear them, if you left as you were told, only the Overlord would have been killed. But you couldn't have done that. That path isn't an option for you. You think that no matter what, you'll always strive for the path where everyone survives. It must exist. It simply must. The Overlord seizes her underling. They beg for their life. You pray. You don't know what else to do, so you just pray. The Overlord spares the underling. You feel relieved, but does it make any difference? Will you all burn together? Maiden's true end. A letter flutters down from beyond the curtains. You found lost letter number 2. Okay, so there wasn't anything really there on that one. Oh, it can't end like this. Keep collecting bad endings for now. It can't end like this. You want to answer the maiden's prayers? You've decided to find a way to save everyone? But retracing the paths you've seen so far, there doesn't seem to be any room to avoid a bad ending. Is there really nothing you can do to keep them all from getting killed in the end? ... If there's nothing you can do by acting from within their story, maybe it's time you take things into your own hands. Whoa, wait, hold on. I didn't get to do the underling yet. So now I can play me? Weird. Okay, hold on. I want to read this letter. My love, I finally fulfilled a childhood dream of mine. Yes, that's right. Opened up my very own theater. You would be so proud if you could only see it. I know how much it would have meant to you to be at my side on opening night. I'm sorry for going ahead without you, but I thought if my theater could become world famous, then maybe you just might hear of it, wherever you are. Forever yours, Tragedy. Thunderling is burning. Choose another role. What? The hero is burning. Choose another role. The maiden is burning. Choose another role. Okay. Let me guess, Overlord is burning. Choose another role. Okay, I guess I'm going to play whoever this is. You boldly insert yourself into the story and use your incredible power to warp everyone to safety. You didn't know you could do that, but what's going on here? You take a moment to get a good look at yourself. You are you, but why are you pitch black? You feel that this body doesn't accurately represent you, but you move past it. The hero, maiden, underling, and overlord have been staring at you too. They look like they don't really know what they're supposed to do right now. You guess that's because you're usually the one guiding them. What will you say to them? I've come to save you? You explain to the group that you've witnessed their many terrible intertwining fates, and now you're searching for a good ending. Of course, this makes no sense to any of them. Only the maiden understands your compassion. My prayers have been answered. You must be her god? No, you're merely the player. If there was any god here, they'd be the final boss. That's just how these role-playing games go. Now you realize what the real, true ending must be. Now, enough of this. I admit, I've been encouraging you all along, but a self-insert story? How pass? To say? I don't know. You watch helplessly as tragedy descends from the heavens. You didn't honestly believe you were the only one who could force their way onto this stage, did you? I am the narrator, storyteller, god of this world. Call me tragedy if you'd like. Darkness envelopes your party. You don't mind if I send each of them back to relive one of their many bad endings, right? You are alone in the darkness with me, tragedy. I sincerely hope you've been enjoying your time in my theater. Though I can't abide you stealing the show without permission, it's quite disrespectful. I'm sick of all these bad endings. Then frankly, you should never have come to a place called Bad End Theater. Haven't we already been over this? You think defeating me might just be the only way to see a better ending. It's all that's left for you, isn't it? Well, this does sound like it could be entertaining. Show me what you've got. Time to fight God. Yay. The stage is set for your final battle against me, the god of this world. What will you do? How will you fight against tragedy itself? I love to see it. We will attack. You try your best to tear me down, but you can't seem to do any damage. You don't truly exist in this world after all. Oh, is that all? You'll never defeat me like that. You're right. Perhaps you don't understand just how outclassed you are here. Behold my beautiful tragic tales. Doesn't seeing them all again make your heart ache? You've witnessed 40 of my painstakingly crafted endings. Your heart does indeed ache for these characters. How could you want to put an end to all this? Do you truly care for them that much? They're still suffering backstage, you know. It's a shame they couldn't make it here to the end of the world. That's right. You came here to save them. You can't do this alone. I can summon? Call for your friend to join you in battle. You find the hero in his home, hunched over a sewing table. Your sudden intrusion scares the hell out of the poor guy. Are you some kind of demon? You explain that no, you're not a demon. You're... How can you explain it? In a way the hero can understand. Instead, you ask what he's sewing. Oh, this? I craft all my own hero gear. You sense his pride in his hobby. You wonder if the costumes are what attracted him to the role of hero. Would you like some clothes? You don't seem to be wearing any. You remember the state of your body and decide that yes, some clothes from the hero would be nice. He is overjoyed by your answer. Apparently, his outfits are too gaudy for the other townsfolk, so no one else wants them. The true end for the hero suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change his fate. I could make a living as a tailor rather than a hero? Please, tell me what I can do to reach that dream. The hero will now fight alongside you. The hero's a tailor. Oh, that is amazing. I agreed to follow you, but I didn't expect to face something like this. The hero has arrived. We really couldn't have a final boss battle without him. You're the one who's been killing us. Murderer. I can't truly call myself a hero until I see you defeated. We'll see about that. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Ow, did that hit me? That hit me. I have HP. Oh, my HP depended on how many endings I got. How will you fight against tragedy? We'll summon again. You happen to find the maiden as she exits the church, her heart set on meeting a demon. Perfect timing, she approaches you, having already taken notice of your old form. Wow. Excuse me, are you a traveler? I've never seen anyone like you before. You explain that no, you're not a traveler. Well, maybe you are, in a sense, you've come all this way. The maiden regards you with excited curiosity. Then perhaps you might be a demon. I was hoping I would meet one today. You think of all the terrible fates that hope would bring about. She is the catalyst of this story, after all. My role as a maiden is to be captured by the Overlord, but you see, I've grown so tired of waiting. You remember this part. She wanted to understand her role better, and so you ask what it is that she's really hoping to gain from this. The maiden is confused by your question. Perhaps it was as simple as wanting to reach the place she felt like she belonged. The true end for this maiden suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. If there's something I can do to find fulfillment, then please guide me. The maiden will now fight alongside you. What did we tell her? Why is she hiding? Okay, what is this terrible creature? You wound me, dear maiden. Is tragedy really such a terrible thing to behold? I remember you now. I remember all the awful things you put us through. Then this should be familiar to you as well. Tragedy attacks you with a terrible fate. Stop hitting me! Okay, we're gonna summon again? You approach the gate of the Overlord's castle, but Underling is on guard duty, as you expected. They call out to you. The other demon guard is sound asleep. Hey, you're a pretty weird-looking intruder. What do you want? You explain that no, you're not an intruder, although you're definitely intruding into their story right now. You tell the Underling you've come to save them from tragedy. Okay, try saving me from boredom first. I hate this job. The Underling snickers. You ask what kind of job they'd rather have. It'd be best if I didn't have to work at all. I just want to live a carefree life and never get bossed around or picked on. You think of the Underling's friends who had bullied them into an assassination plot only to betray them in the end. If they kept better company, maybe they wouldn't feel so restless. The true end for the Underlings suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change their fate. So there's a way that even work can be fun. Sounds fake, but I'll tag along with you just in case. The Underling will now fight alongside you. Wait, what the f***? Didn't say anything about a boss battle. The Underling. You must be desperate to call on such an unreliable ally. Huh? If I beat this guy up, all my problems will be over? Oh, but it won't be that easy. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Stop kidding me! Goodness. Okay, we got one more summon to do, which will be the Overlord, who will probably help us. You enter the Overlord's room, relieved to see the fire contained to the torches on the wall. When you close the door behind you, the Overlord rises from her slumber. Who are you? Have you come to reside in my castle and serve me? You explain that no, you're not here to serve her. It's more like you've come to do her a favor. You ask why she spends all day sleeping instead of commanding her demon army. She laughs in response. Many of my underlings certainly think I should be more aggressive with the humans, like my father before me. His quest for revenge was endless and self-perpetuating. There's no reason I had to destroy him. Oh, there's a reason I had to destroy him. You can't help but think it's a little late in the game to be getting some new backstory. I have no interest in waging war on the humans. I merely wish to be left alone, to live a peaceful, indulgent life in my castle. You realize she must actually be very lonely, only surrounded by soldiers instead of friends. No wonder she gets so attached to the maiden. The true end for the Overlord suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. My own attempts at peace have been rather imperfect. If you offer a solution, then very well, I will follow you. The Overlord will now fight alongside you. I see, so this is tragedy. Ah, you've brought the Overlord. I don't stand a chance now. You've prevented me from attaining peace for long enough. Prepare to die. Ha 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 ha. I hope you've prepared to face your deaths as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Ow! Now that the whole party's here, can you solve my final puzzle? Which combination of behaviors will open the path to your true ending? Show me. The hero I want to say will be willpower. Your reign of terror ends here, Tragedy. I refuse to give in. The hero uses his willpower to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. Okay, the maiden, I want to say would give hope. Our true endings do exist. They simply must. The maiden hopes with all of her heart to overcome tragedy. Did his life bar just change? Tragedy is reeling. The underling. Tenacity? Knock me down and I'll just come back stronger. The underling uses their tenacity to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. And the Overlord, ambition. I'll reach my true ending with my own power. The Overlord uses her ambitious nature to overcome tragedy. This is it. With everyone's heart united, you take aim towards your best possible future. You all unleash one final attack, destroy tragedy once and for all. HP 0. You've done it. You've managed to defeat me. A tragic ending for tragedy itself. I love it. I must thank you all for fulfilling your role perfectly. Starring Hero as himself. Thank you, Hero. Starring Maiden as herself. Thank you, Maiden. Starring Underling as themselves. Thank you, Underling. Starring Overlord as herself. Thank you, Overlord. Enough of this nonsense. We defeated you, so die already. Don't worry. I'll be making my exit shortly. Written and produced by Tragedy. Directed by you. And finally, thank you most of all. We couldn't have made it here without you. Yes, my bad end theater did contain a truly good ending after all. I apologize for antagonizing you for so long. I wanted to deliver a satisfying story. Was I able to do it? I wonder. I'm satisfied. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Happy endings shouldn't always come easily. Reality is not so kind. But you've earned this one. Here's your true ending. So the hero becomes a tailor. Nice. Does the underling become a model for the tailor? The overlord and the maiden go to town and make a deal with the people? And the maiden and the overlord live together. I miss you, my darling. Wait, what? I just noticed there's words down there. Your true end. Oh, so you weren't done with my bad endings, and now you're back for more? You'll have to cancel out your true endings if you want to go back to the way they were before your final battle. Shall we begin the resetting process? Oh no, I wanted to get the underlings true ending as well, but I have to reset and start all over. Oh no, does it reset the whole thing? There are two options if you missed out on seeing all 41 bad endings. You can keep your progress and reset to before. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Apparently, I was supposed to do the underlings ending before I did the maiden's ending. So we are going to go back and do that. I just need to make sure everyone is set up correctly. Okay, so as we all know, the underling goes ask for a day off. The overlord grants him the day off. He goes out, stumbles across the maiden, brings the maiden back. Then he goes to take a nap after he takes the maiden to the overlord. And then his friends wake him up and tell him that they're going to assassinate the overlord. So you then start planning the assassination of the overlord. But then you notice that you're being watched or overheard from, I don't know, by two humans who then take off into the castle to warn the overlord. The overlord will kill you for sure if she found out you were conspiring to take her out. You dash into the castle after the humans. Sure enough, the maiden already frantically telling the overlord everything. You shout that the humans are liars. Your friends soon arrive to back you up, except they don't. Instead, they blame the whole thing on you. They cry that it was all your idea and that they were just going to follow you because they were too scared to refuse your crazy plan. You can't believe they tell the overlord such a blatant lie. You always knew better than to trust them. You're the one who didn't have any choice here. You all shout at each other over until the overlord demands silence. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. She sounds tough, but lately all she does is sleep. You doubt her strength. You hear your traitorous friends mutter something about going back to Plan A, and suddenly the door shuts behind you. You're trapped here with the overlord and the two humans, and the room bursts into flames. You pound on the door, screaming curses at those who betrayed you. The hero joins you, vowing to slay the lot of them. You wish he'd get that chance. The overlord grabs you by the throat. You cry for mercy. You were forced into this mess. You're sure now that they would have killed you if you'd sided with her. To your surprise, the overlord spares you. Or maybe she'd rather see you suffer instead. Looking around, you've just gone from one dead end to another. The maiden is crying. The hero is silent. You'll all burn together. Underling's true end. A letter flutters down from beyond the curtains. You found lost letter number 3. My love, I've been feeling a little depressed lately. Many Patreons have come to my theater, but none so far has stayed to experience every tale in its entirety. The critics haven't exactly been kind, but I understand my stories aren't exactly crowd pleasers. Despite that, you've always listened to the very end. I'm grateful for that. Hope to see you again soon. Forever yours, Tragedy. Okay, so since I got now all 41 endings, I unlocked all 4 letters. If I go back, can I now redo the Maiden's ending and redo that whole thing and get a different ending? Okay, so I've gone back through, I redid the whole ending with all the endings, so I wanted to see if this changed. I also noticed last time when this was going through, there was text that was popping up on the side with the pictures that I was missing. So I wanted to actually read that as well. To the lost, the cold. Take your seats, everyone. Welcome to the Bad End Theater. When the curtains closed, you'll come away stronger, or maybe you'll break. Not my fault you sought this pain. Share in my misery. For all eternity. Labyrinth of suffering. Oh, the table's different. His mask isn't there and you have all the letters stacked together? Wandering all alone. Searching for my lost love, stumbled towards the Bad End Theater. Though its plays were cold, I still felt the warmth from them. Isn't that strange? Can't help thinking of your face. For all your tragedies, I'll write happy endings. Undo all your suffering. I've missed you, my darling. Your true end. Something's missing. Oh, you're still here. The curtains has closed for the final time. I'm shutting down my theater. There are no more tragedies left for me to tell, after all. There is one more. Me, you'd like to know why I started this theater? Because I'm obsessed with bad endings, of course. Remove the mask. You gently raise your fingers to the cracks in my mask. Piece by piece, it falls apart into your hands, revealing I should have warned you, this might affect what you think of my stories. You can't help but compare my face to the Maiden's. I'm not her, but it's not like she isn't me necessarily. That's how it is with fiction. Would you like to hear not another ending, but the truth? Alright, one last story. You may already know this, but it doesn't have a happy ending. First, I'll set the stage. In this world, there are no such things as demons or even heroes, really. There was a girl eager to set out to fulfill some sort of destiny. That part was true. She met someone, another girl. A running theme, isn't it, the Maiden and the Overlord? The two were inseparable, and for a time everything was just wonderful. But their families, the communities they came from, neither could approve of their relationship. That is the reality for many. This pair was no different. Despite their best efforts, the world was intent on pulling them apart. We used to like the types of stories where love conquered all, where the strength of your love will pull through any hardship, and everything is okay in the end. I lost her, and then I started this theater. But this story... Huh? I was hoping to find you. It's you. It's been so long. I thought I'd never see you again. You always think of the worst endings. I wasn't about to give up just because things got difficult. Why didn't you reveal yourself sooner? I feel like such a fool. I could say the same to you. You knew I could never resist giving your stories a happy ending. So of course I would be drawn to a place like this. Yes, but I didn't think it would actually work. Sometimes everything does turn out okay in the end. Thank you for reminding me of that. I love you. I love you too. Now, truly everyone can live happily ever after. Tragedies end. And that is going to bring an end to Bad End Theater. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like on it. If you're not a subscriber and you like watching my stuff, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell icon down below the video so you know when I upload more stuff. And if there's any games like this that you want to see me play, make sure you leave those down in the comments and I will try to check them out. But until next time, guys, bye. I love yous.